kind of like a wavy line, like the Predator from the Schwarzenegger movie. So I'm sure it's come a long way. Think about it. Military R&D are generally 5 decades ahead of everything in the white world. So you do the math there and figure out how far we could be ahead, or whether or not we'd even recognize that technology. Invisibility. Could it be used for warfare? Of course it could. If you can hide your craft, that's one incredible feat. People wouldn't even know you were there unless they heard you, A, or B, saw you in radar, and if you could eliminate both of those other things, which I believe they have, you have got yourself some alien technology, do you not? Moving on. Blog Talk Radio, I want to say this, is on every second Sunday. It'll be on tomorrow night, 7:30 Atlantic Standard Time, the Unified Field on Blog Talk, where it's our platform jump-off show to talk about what happened here on the program the night before. So tune in if you have never done that before. You can always call me here at the studio at CKDU 494-2487 if you're not nuts and you've got something intelligent to say, because I will screen your call. You can always call me here. You can go to YouTube and MySpace, check out all the archives, or subscribe now on iTunes. You get the Blog Talk feed in one podcast, and then there's the Unified Field, CKDU broadcast, iPod podcast, which has the archives of this show, 2 hours plus of content. And we're up to show 9 on there now with a few more to go, and then into season 2 after that. So you'll have your boots full if you start right now and download that from iTunes and spread the gospel of Atlantic Canada, your home, and your host here, who is home to our only paranormal radio broadcast, high echelon radio programming. Hello out there to everyone listening. Thanks for being here. I am you, and you are I. Hello, Bruce, if you're there. Colby, Jordan, Bridget, Kate, whoever else may be listening in the wide, wide world out there in Radioland. I feel like I need a glass of water. I really do. My throat is just killing me. So what I want to do is I want to play a little bit more of this. And I'll be right back. UFR!
On clear nights, do you sometimes stare into the sky, wondering, what would radio be like out there in the stars? Well, listen to the Lost Cosmonauts every Monday night at 10:30 p.m. on CKDU 88.1 FM to find out. Each week, your hosts, Kirk Thompson and Zach Shave, bring you eclectic selections from throughout the musical universe. So, tune in this Monday for another exciting episode of The Lost Cosmonauts. Until then, live long and prosper.
You are now entering the unified field.
Yeah, you are. Welcome back to the program. I'm Justin Brown, and this is the Unified Field. Thanks for joining us. We were talking about all kinds of cool stuff. The International UFO Congress, of course, in Scottsdale, Arizona, was a complete success. We're going to talk about more about that later. Here's a great thing I want to talk about. The Arizona UFO Show, the AZ UFO Show. If you're out there listening, Rich, I want to say I love your show, pal. You've been doing it a long time. And at first, I thought, what the hell is this? I don't even think I like this. And then I listened to a little bit more, and it got really interesting, really live. I think the first full show I listened to, Rich, was when some prank callers called in and really tried to get you off your rocker, and you were super pissed and reacted, and I was hooked at that point. I was like, anything goes on this show. Then you have moments on other programs where you have real good clarity and vision and focus on your interviewers and content, and that's a lot of fun. This guy is the Howard Stern of paranormal radio broadcasting. So if you're listening, Rich, thumbs up from us here on the Unified Field. Stream of Consciousness Radio on your show, the AZ UFO Show. Check it out on Blog Talk Radio and subscribe. And we're also there, the Unified Field. Subscribe to us, and we'll give you a little update of when we're coming on again, and you can tune in. Real cool program to check out. And, of course, there's tons of stuff on there that you can see and check out and subscribe to. Saudi Arabia Business Forum posts videos of a UFO lecture. This comes from Open Minds Media. All of these shows are in the show notes that I post on Blog Talk Radio. As soon as the show goes up on the MySpace archives, they're up on Blogspot. But I think now that I have iTunes, as soon as I'm up to the current episode, I'll put it up immediately following the show, because Blog Talk posts immediately. So I'll have to stay on top of that. But this comes from Open Minds, like I said, and in late January of 2011, business leaders from around the world met in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia, for the 5th Annual Global Competitiveness Forum. And of the many issues tackled, UFOs and extraterrestrial life was on them. That was one of the dockets, one of the ticks on the bill for this global economic progressiveness competitiveness forum in Saudi Arabia. Now they put videos of the event on YouTube for all to see. Now, there's some very amazing figures that were on here. World leaders such as Tony Blair and Bill Clinton attended the conference, although they did not attend the UFO portion of the event. Leaders in UFO research were on hand to discuss its validity and potential for the advancement of global business. Jacques Vallée, a computer scientist, venture capitalist, and longtime UFO researcher, was among the speakers. And if you've ever seen Close Encounters of the Third Kind, you know that Lacombe, the ufologist, the researcher in that movie with Richard Dreyfuss, was modeled after Jacques Vallée. Interesting little bit of information for you there. I'd like to watch that movie again. I think I will. This means something. This means something. Do you remember that scene with the mashed potatoes and the half sunburnt face? Man, I love the Dreyfuss. Who else was there? Physicist Dr. Michio Kaku and Stanton Friedman, author and journalist, Nick Pope, who worked for the UK Ministry of Defense investigating UFOs, and Dr. Zaghloul El-Nagar, an accomplished and well-respected professor of earth sciences. The UFO section of the event was called Contact Learning from Outer Space and was moderated by Harvard business professor John Quelch. Go to Open Minds and check out the docket there. You can get the link to go see that for yourself. I just wonder if I have... I didn't have time to get that video clip down. So that's kind of unfortunate. No big deal. Very cool indeed, though, to have those ufologists in hand, because it would advance the populace and the economy if one day we discovered that we were being visited or discovered life in space with extraterrestrials. It could help the environment, or definitely help the environment, but the economics as well. Just a reminder, too, that Whitley Strieber's Dreamland Festival, the tickets are going fast in Nashville, Tennessee. It's going to be great. Linda Moulton Howe, Jim Mars, Whitley Strieber, his wife Anne, and some others are going to be there. It's going to be fantastic. William Henry. It looks beautiful. The only thing is that there's no media. You can't take cameras. I'm pretty sure you can't have a press pass because I think it's going to be capitalized on and monopolized by Whitley Strieber's Dreamland for his program, which is free for subscription. But if you make a paid subscription, you get extra content, just like Mysterious Universe and everything else out there these days. Sylvia Richards is on the Unified Field tonight. I should probably play you that clip. I want to tell you, though, the Unified Field is going to be on her website, yourspiritualhaven.com, pretty soon. You can go ahead. She's just got it up and running after a big revamp. It looks a little better than before, a little bit easier to figure out, and definitely worth checking out. She's local. She lives in Dartmouth, and she is a contributor to UFR, so you definitely want to get involved there. I have a newspaper clipping that I got to read to you because it's so cool. It's another sci-tech news segment. It's all about new insect spy drones. Have you heard about these? I mean, it's a given, and it was just a matter of time before this happened. I've heard of it before, but it gets a little bit, it's more advanced at this point than what I had heard last time. The title is it's from the Chronicle Herald, published Tuesday, March 1st, 2011. The title is Little Things Preoccupying Pentagon Minds. U.S. spending millions on insect-sized spy drones. This is by Julie Watson, and it comes to us from the Associated Press again. In San Diego, the Pentagon is pouring millions of dollars into the development of tiny drones inspired by biology, such as the Hummingbird, each equipped with video and audio equipment that can record sights and sounds. They could be used to spy, but also to locate people inside earthquake-crumpled buildings and detect hazardous chemical leaks. The smaller, the better. Besides the Hummingbird, engineers in the growing unmanned aircraft industry are working on drones that look like insects and the helicopter like maple leaf seed. Researchers are even exploring ways to implant surveillance on and other equipment into an insect as it is undergoing metamorphosis. They want to be able to control the creature. Symbiosis of technology and biology in the works. What's going on in R&D? Who is the real Dr. Moreau is my question. The devices could end up being used by police officers and firefighters. Their potential use outside the battle zones, however, is raising questions about privacy and the dangers of the winged creatures buzzing around in the same skies as aircraft. For now, most of these devices are just inspiring awe. With a 16.5 centimeter wingspan, the remote-controlled bird weighs less than a AA battery and can fly at speeds of up to 17.7 kilometers an hour, propelled only by the flapping of its two wings. A tiny video camera sits in its belly. The bird can climb and descend vertically, fly sideways, forward, and backward. Most of all, it can hover and perch on a window ledge while it gathers intelligence, unbeknownst to the enemy. The Pentagon asked the company AeroVironment to develop a pocket-sized aircraft for surveillance and reconnaissance that mimicked biology. 5 years and $4 million later, it has developed what it calls the world's first Hummingbird spy plane. Just incredible. Not unforeseen. But here, at last, in the white world. Has anyone seen What in the World Are They Spraying? The new, well, it's not new. It's a chemtrail movie. If you haven't, go to theexaminer.com. Roger Marsh there, he helps supply the chemtrail movie, the link. You could probably do a search on YouTube or any other internet site and it'll come up. Do a search in Google. What in the world are they spraying? These chemtrails that linger in the air for hours, crisscrossing the skies, that leave strange spider web-like silky residues on trees and grass. What is it for? Some people say it is to slow down global warming. Evidence suggests that there are little pieces of aluminum or metal that reflect light back out into space. A lot of people think that it is some sort of mind control drug, some kind of crop destroying drug.